Ever since my video on the strange world of fake Chinese people, I'm sorry to inform you that apparently I too have a fake Chinese. According to this hero of the Chinese here, you may have seen a certain individual going around on the channel and declaring Victor Tan is a fake Chinese person since China and Malaysia do not have dual nationality. His ancestors were ex-Chinese, were kicked out of China and were brought to Malaysia by the British as labourers. Victor Tan knows he is not a Chinese at all, but an ex-Chinese or former Chinese. It is better for him to just give up speaking Mandarin and forget his so-called Chinese heritage. He could follow Firdaus Wong Wai Hang and completely stop celebrating Chinese New Year, a kafir festival. Wow. Fascinating character. I immediately made an MCMC report. If you want to follow up on that, then feel free. But I was wondering who this guy was and why he even made that comment in the first place, and I realized something interesting, that apart from defending his religion, he is actually also a thief. On his YouTube profile, where he has generated a grand total of 92 views, probably most of which in the last couple of days, this guy has a grand total of 3 videos, 2 of which are from some guy that I thought was like a random dude just a while ago, until some of y'all out there on posts were casually mentioning a single name over and over again. David Wood mentioned David Wood is way more better than him. It's kinda odd for him to upload old videos of David Wood. I gotta be honest with you guys, like, I had no idea who this David Wood was, but turns out he runs this channel that's called Apologetics Roadshow, where he basically spends a good portion of his time just questioning our religion of the Federation. That's what Marcus is obsessed with. To the point, by the way, that he would just casually go and steal videos from this David Wood character. Absolutely fascinating. I don't know about you guys, but that seems kind of like schizophrenic to me. It's like you're allegedly trying to defend your religion, but at the same time you are posting video clips from a guy who literally plies his trade by insulting your religion. I'd be like, what? You know, I want to say make it make sense, but I know that it exactly doesn't make sense. And neither, by the way, does this guy's comment. In response to what one of you asked right here, when will you give up your Chinese heritage and condemn public speaking of Mandarin language, which is a foul language? I would love to see Mandarin language become like Coptic language, a dead language. Before he declares that being a true Christian means following the Prophet, apparently. And then he goes on and says, with regards to my reusing of David Wood's old videos on how to make ideas stick and turning the tide, these old videos are very informational and can teach us all how a USA citizen thinks. Wow, I guess that David Wood thinks like every single citizen of the USA. Wow, bless! Apparently, he is going to translate these old videos into Bahasa Melayu in future. As David Wood has not copyrighted these old videos, I can freely use them. It's not stealing. After all the... Bro. The fact that this guy doesn't know his grammar or the difference between its and its is not really important, but I don't think that he understands how copyright actually works. I don't think he intends to understand either. I mean, I was literally just trying to check in what way it would be possible for this guy to say that David Wood should not sue him, and I just did not understand a single thing that he was saying right there. I mean, like, he went ahead and said that, oh, this video is under a Creative Commons attribution license, but that's for your repost, my intelligent genius friend. I mean, think about it. Like, if you actually go onto David Wood's channel and you look at the license thing right here, do you see any license that he has actually listed? Because I do not. And that makes complete sense. muhammadmarcuslim bin Abdullah. It's because you put the license there on your own because you don't want to get sued. But you know, I really tried, Sapoops, to find out if it's actually true that this idiot is not exposing himself to a lawsuit from David Wood, which, by the way, David, if you're watching this right now, you should totally sue this guy. If you actually come here and you actually sue this guy into bankruptcy, like, it would actually be beneficial right here. Somebody who is stealing just like this and pretending to be holy is not an asset to anyone in Malaysia, whether Muslim, Christian, Chinese, or Malay. But He declares, by the way, I am certain YouTube will not delete my channel for a copyright violation since David Wood has given royalty-free right to repost his videos. This is because David Wood himself was demonetized and cancelled on YouTube for hate speech. He is now on X17.com, which is his own private community. Bro, are you like advertising David Wood? Like, what is this? Like, you love David Wood? Or like, what? And he declares that his fans post his videos, released there on various channels. His old channel was given to Hatun Pash. He knows all about David Wood. Apparently, David Wood lost a debate with Shabir Ali, Daniel, Hakikat Joe, and Isteham Gulan, as well as himself. Whoa, boys and girls, we have a genius here. Him and his 92 views on YouTube has indeed defeated David Wood. By doing what exactly? Like stealing the guy's content and like uploading it on YouTube? Bro, wow. Your family must be so proud of you. You know what the funny thing is? I had actually never even thought about watching a David Wood video in my entire life. Before I actually ended up watching the pirated videos that this idiot decided to upload, and it turns out that they're actually pretty educational. The thing is though, that I tried to look for these videos on David Wood's account. Literally almost everywhere I could actually find his videos, I could not actually find a David Wood YouTube masterclass, yet it is indisputably the actual guy. And the fact that I cannot find it right here, it actually rings alarm bells to me and makes me wonder to myself, like, bro, like, is this actually paid content? Did this guy right here actually pay David Wood for an online course that he likes so much that somehow now he's decided to go out there and share it with all and sundry around the world because he thinks that the whole world needs to listen to it? Is he actually using this whole drama with fake Chinese people as a way to share David Wood with the rest of the world? Because if that's what he's doing, like, he's actually succeeded.
So is he like secretly a Christian?
And you know what? I have no idea what this guy was even trying to defend in the very first place. And frankly, I don't even think it matters at this point. But think about it, right? Like, almost every single one of this person's comments right here are kind of like suggesting that he is like trying to promote the Islamic faith. I sort of like understand where you might be coming from, even if you remind me of somebody who is uneducated and delulu and possibly also self-hating. But you know, if your goal is to proselytize a particular religion right here, I don't think that what you're doing is like very effective. Because think about it, if you're Chinese and you're reading what this guy is saying right here, I think it's pretty obvious that this guy is insulting your heritage. And if he actually represents the so-called Wallaf community, I am not surprised that a lot of these people end up with psychological problems. Because with heroes like this, I don't think you actually need villains. Literally, the fact that he is just sharing a Christian apologist right here actually makes me think that like he might not actually be attacking like other religions. He might actually be attacking the religion of the Federation, except he's doing it in a very twisted and convoluted way. Not only by taking on this fake name, but also by stealing. Let's just say that we don't know who this person actually is. I think that we can all accept a single thing, which is that no religion condones stealing. Having a decent upbringing will teach you that very easily. Like, it doesn't matter what value system you believe in, doesn't matter where you come from, but apparently he has not learned that. So here we are with this thief just casually writing out his delulu comments, thinking to himself, oh, I am fighting for my religion type of thing. Whoever this person is, they are extremely sus. We don't actually know, by the way, if the person who is featured in this picture is actually muhammadmarcuslim himself. If you are the person who is in the photo, please get in touch, because this person is just casually using your face in order to spread slander and to divide up society. On the other hand, if you actually are the person himself, well, I think that you deserve every single opportunity that you get because of this. If you are an employer, whether you're Chinese or Malay or Indian or anybody else out there in this country, if you see a person acting like this, casually going out there and starting fires for no reason whatsoever, I can only conclude that it is probably some sort of mental illness. But mental illness or no mental illness, this kind of person is only going to end up becoming a liability to your company, to your business, to the hope, to the future of the entire country. I don't think that we can accept something like this happening in our society out there. So yeah, whether you represent YouTube or MCMC or anyone else out there, I hope that you're going to take action out there, because this kind of gaslighting behavior is not something that we can accept in our society. But yeah, anyways, boops, that's the guy who called me a fake Chinese person. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.